God calls us to build habits for lasting happiness by uniting our will to His. These are the habits that bring life. Aristotle famously said, "We are what we repeatedly do." It is true that the things we do over and over begin to become habits and to define part of who we are. In the words of the always quotable Vince Lombardi, winning is a habit. Unfortunately, so is losing. Our occupations, our talents, are either cultivated by consistent practice or they are not grown due to our neglect. We become a musician not by just claiming the title, but by repeatedly playing and perfecting an instrument. It is much the same way for a baker, an artist, and even for mothers and fathers. We become good at these things by doing them repeatedly, sometimes with disciplined practice, until we begin to perfect our skills. Jesus and the saints would likely add that we become happy and holy by doing these things that make a person happy and holy. As Christians, we believe that our sinful habits do not ultimately define us, although these bad habits can hinder us from becoming who we are made to be. When Pope St. John Paul II gathered with over 1 million youth in Toronto, he reminded us, we are not the sum of our weaknesses and failures. We are the sum of the Father's love for us and our real capacity to become the image of His Son. Cooperate with God's grace to cultivate the habits that bring life, holiness, and peace to us and those around us. These habits or virtues are the keys to life, and they prepare the Christian to start living and enjoying God's kingdom while here on earth, while waiting to live it fully with Him and all the saints and the angels in heaven. This cannot be overstated. Virtues really are crucial. It is really very simple. A virtue is a habit of choosing the good. And the more good choices we make, the happier and more fulfilled we are, and the more peace we have. And the more open we become to doing God's work in building His kingdom. Acquiring virtues takes discipline, training, and awareness of the spiritual opposition you will face whenever you try to grow into a better person. Choosing not to eat all the cheesecake is not easy for the person who really, really likes cheesecake. And choosing not to get angry in traffic is not easy for the person who is prone to losing his temper. Developing the virtues is like working out spiritual muscles. The more you use and develop them, the stronger they become, and the easier it is to choose the good over the bad. As you develop a good habit, it helps you to make the better choice time and time again, and it retrains your brain, your heart, and your will. Learn how to build habits for lasting happiness by ordering your copy of our Ignatius Press book entitled The Willpower Advantage.